Radiant team ban. Phoenix's turn to ban.
Hey guys, welcome back. We're here again with SEA Dota from WePlay Season 3, and it's going to be a cracker of a game, honestly. MVP Phoenix against Mineski. These teams have been performing well over the past couple of days. Come down to draft and laning
10
stage
seconds
and
remaining.
game decision making for both of these teams. And of course, we've got the wonderful March Dota joining
5
us
seconds
after
remaining.
today. Give that lovely SEA insight and into the thought process behind
Reserve
MVP.
time.
What's going on, man?
Well, Mineski has been always good with Vengeful Spirits, and I heard MVP Phoenix talking about it when I was in team with them. I think that's why they went the Vengeful Spirit. And for Mineski, I think they're gonna ban the Wisp Bounty Hunter, which is the heroes that's been banned against MVP Phoenix for the entire major qualifier.
You don't want MVP having like
Radiant
Wisp Bristleback
team
or
ban.
anything like that. Like even the Wisp Ember Spirit that you guys used to run was kind of nasty. And you're exactly right there. Wisp Bounty Hunter, good
Phoenix's
shout.
turn to pick.
It's not prediction. When you call things like this, you just know it. You just know what's gonna happen. Oh, okay, right.
I'm pretty familiar with this, so.
Yeah, for sure. What do you think MVP is gonna pick up first, though?
They'll usually go for Invoker first pick, I guess, and.
Hey.
And
Radiant
Mineski
team
usually
pick.
likes real zero off lane where they pressure a lot opponent's safe lane. So that was what Mineski was the strongest at. So I want to see how Mineski fully abuses early laning phase. They're really strong in their laning phase. They snowball a lot from that.
What they can do to pressure
10
Invoker, you know, Death
seconds
Prophet's still
remaining.
out there if they want to pick up something like that.
5
Like
seconds
roaming
remaining.
supports. Do I not go blind?
Reserve time. Radiant team pick.
Well, roaming supports, Tusk. Move on to that mid lane and help out a little bit. Get in face of that Invoker. Move off lane to it and control lanes a little bit like that. And control the runes with a Juggernaut as well added into it.
Phoenix's
Give them a little
turn
more
to
mid-game team fighting potential, but also pretty good at towers. And I think the best thing about Juggernaut now, do see him go for like the Iron Talon build. I mean, even without it, he can head to the jungle and just farm through a couple stacks there and just leave one of the supports on the safe lane to get level 6. But Phoenix, forever lone druid. I saw this the other day and it was disgusting.
I had tried playing Juggernaut in a pub game against Lone Druid in the
10
laning phase,
seconds
and
remaining.
it was kind of actually because slow from the Orbital Venom if Lone Druid decides to get it, and then harass him a bit. Without the help of the support, Juggernaut gets crushed by the Lone Druid in the lane. Even with the help, if he get like constant help or a lot of help, there's somewhat similar level. I can see Lone Druid doing stomping the Juggernaut in the laning phase.
That Rider ban, decent hero against the Invoker. Can sort of tornado Ghost Walk away from the sticky napalm charges, but you don't want to be playing offensively.
10 seconds
Invoker,
remaining.
you don't want to be forced. Maybe you want to go exort
5
heavy,
seconds
build up
remaining.
that hero towards the mid. They've got a bunch of supports that they could ban out, and Shadow Shaman is going
Radiant
to be
team
one of them. I mean, you look at Juggernaut Tusk. Like I was saying, they hit that sort of 15, 25 minute period, that window where they push down tier 1s, they fight with like level 1 and level 2 Omni Slash, and it just
Radiant
gets so
team
overwhelming
pick.
sometimes. You don't have the right to kind of force back the.
It's right now Lone Druid is actually being a problem for Mineski on how they want to lane. Usually they want to send 2 dual offlanes such as Tusk Night Stalker or Tusk Darkseer, and like I mentioned before, Lone Druid is gonna then cross the Juggernaut. If it's 2v1 against Lone Druid, I think
10 seconds
Lone Druid
remaining.
can still win that lane, and Invoker is not a weak laner either, so
5 seconds remaining.
only lane they can win is maybe the dual offlane, but kind of doesn't fit their playstyle. So I wonder what they do. I'm sure they can still play the 1-1-3 where they have 3 heroes in the safe lane. That's usually just not their style, and now from my imagination, Lone Druid kind of ruins how they usually want to play.
Interesting seeing these bans here because for a lot of Southeast Asian teams, they focus on Real's heroes, like the ban out, Darkseer, Nightstalker, stuff like that.
Phoenix's
Phoenix
turn
kind
to
of left
pick.
hero pool open. I mean, picking up. Doctor taking up a hero that's do it in lane with a cast round. But it's not like a counter. It's not an amazing hero. He still gets right click down by the bear. He can still get focused down. It's just he has Voodoo Restoration to try and keep himself alive, and maybe with that Death Ward and Maledict, forced to lunge back a little bit.
10
But
seconds
we'll see
remaining.
how they do with that. Phoenix, they've got tons of things to
5
pick up here. I mean, their draft
remaining.
is relatively what they're heading into. Invoker mid.
Reserve time.
Could have Invoker safe lane with like the Exort build if you wanted to. Lunge really off lane, but an Undying.
Radiant
Boy.
team pick.
Where is this hero going to be?
Phoenix's
So this is a
turn to
push.
pick.
For both
Oh,
sides.
Yeah, I think MVP Phoenix predicted that Mineski would maybe do Juro off lane, strong Juro off lane, so they just pick up the Undying, so no matter what hero you take to partner with the Tusk, Undying can just counter that. But Chen's like first pick material in the Europe. Chen's not really being used in the Southeast Asia, but I guess they're trying to
10
pick it up and
seconds
use
remaining.
it. Chen is really a good pick here. They got a really strong push, but MVP
5
Phoenix got some
seconds remaining.
E push and team fight capability with Undying and Invoker. So
Reserve
let's see
time.
some other heroes being picked.
Why do you think Undying lanes? Because Undying very often in the past, like, been in sort of dual off lanes, it was like roaming between mid and off lane. A hero that you want to play in an aggressive role in this kind of situation?
I think they're just using it like OG, where Undying was just picked to ensure the safe lane. So they usually partner up with Ember Spirit a lot of times just to make sure you win this lane. And like I said, I think Phoenix was expecting Mineski to come Juro off lane with some strong heroes like Tusk and Undying, so I think that's why they get up. Still away from them.
Chen heading into the jungle, you kind of know that Mineski will have a weaker safe lane. They're going to have 2 heroes down there rather than the 3. Chen can still move toward mid and really heavily control that lane. If they do throw something like a Death Prophet, MVP Phoenix, sure, they've got 1 ban left. Might be something that they want to seeing as, there's Viper, there's Razor, the
10
Bat Rider's
seconds
banned out
remaining.
already. What else do we have? Has ODC
Winter
played?
Wyvern.
Wyvern, God,
Radiant
we've seen this
team
like
ban.
once in the past 2 months. It's insane. This hero is still pretty good, honestly. I still feel
I've seen a lot of ODs usually right now in China's rank, a lot of ODs being
Phoenix's turn
And-
to ban.
sure Mineski can play this as well. But I think more correct ban from MVP Phoenix, that's Prophet.
yeah, I think that's the best ban here. Like, that's the one I was kind of is
10
Ken?
seconds remaining.
gonna have such a rough time in the mid lane.
5 seconds remaining.
Difficulties if they do pick up that, and then you've got all the healing. You've got Soul Siphon, the Ghost coming back into you,
Reserve time.
and
5
Phoenix
seconds
don't have
remaining.
place for an Ancient Apple. There's the DP.
Radiant team pick.
What's your midi? Oh, there we go. There we go.
You called it out.
Phoenix's
Yeah,
turn
I
to
thought it
pick.
might come out there. P ban comes out and OD straight away from Mineski. So MVP Phoenix, safe lane carry hero, boys. What have you got up your sleeves? Good here.
I think Ember Spirit was like one of the best hero for like split push and counter push, but they banned it out.
Like Faceless Void
10
hasn't been
seconds
touched, but he's
remaining.
been played as an offlaner recently. Roll.
5 seconds
Ursa
remaining.
Warrior has been a hero that Europe and NA has seen a lot of play. He's
Reserve
ridiculously
time.
difficult to control and hold down, and the heroes like Juggernaut that want to kind of solo people with Omni Splash. I want to give him that chance, but Gyrocopter's the safe pick. Decent combo there with like Winter's Curse, as long as you can time the cooldown on after the curse ends. We'll see how this goes. How do you feel about Gyro picked up last there?
I was thinking like usually MVP Phoenix goes for heroes like Juggernaut, but Mineski took it away, and I have seen MP play a lot of Spectre, but Spectre is gonna lose the early inning game. But like MVP Phoenix is clearly saying like we want to fight your early game. And then Mineski is like, yeah, we want to fight your early game as well. I can see a lot of a lot of early game fights going on, and then intense plays from the beginning with most of the drafts.
Yeah, another hero that kind of came to mind for me was Wraith King for MVP Phoenix, but you don't want to
10
pick that into an
seconds
OD. You know, if you lose your intelligence and lose your mana and stuff like that, the Wraith King is sitting there.
5
Oh, where's my
seconds
reincarnation gone? We'll find out how MP does on the gyro. Should be able to farm himself halfway to victory. And of course, we'll start with a pause, a little bit of lag to the Singapore servers. But what have we got? Dubu on the Winter Wyvern. Now, I kind of want to pick your brain about this hero because got nerfed quite heavily, got hit by the nerf stick by Ice Frog. But she did have a few little, tuning changes to her ultimate. Now, attack speed from allied heroes, that one target down, pretty good as the game gets later and later. You know, heroes like Juggernaut and OD, they can hit into a Witch Doctor and basically kill them off. And it's still a decent skill target disable that kind of drags people in and puts them up. Is the change to the ultimate such a massive deal that this hero is completely crippled? Or does the rest of the skill set still work incredibly well in laning stage?
Well, obviously, the rest of the skills work really well, but Cold Embrace, I don't think it does anything to OD actually. Like, OD is just gonna hit him, and because Q is pure damage, it's just gonna steal a lot of intelligence. So I don't see the Cold Embrace being especially good, but I actually have tested this in the lobby, the Winter's Curse, that if you actually use it to the right target at the right time, like it actually does incredible amount of damage, and then whoever you use it on, like, it's usually that if the targets are around heroes like Juggernaut, or I can see actually only Juggernaut, but plus damage to the Juggernaut is actually huge, especially in the early laning, early stage of the game. So I think this hero is not that bad. I see this hero being useful.
I guess Cold Embrace is good against Flash, and I don't know this for sure, but I'm pretty sure that the Arcane Orb from OD, let's say the Witch Doctor gets cursed up by the Winter Wyvern, Juggernaut on an OD next to them. OD's not going to hit with the Arcane Orb, he's just going to hit with his normal right-click attacks, even if it's on auto cast.
Yeah, I think so.
You can't orb your team. Yeah, the Cold Embrace, good against Omni Slash, but it's going to give a good target, Raging Potato on its OD, just to hit on into them. That Arcane Orb damage, hell of a lot, that step target, and this is very similar to what MVP did the other day. Up onto this high ground towards bottom rune, prepare themselves for anyone that runs forward and tries to ward, and yeah, they even place the ward down themselves, behind the trees, waiting for that sneak over. For it. Level 1 fight here, I've got to say, MVP have definitely the stronger lineup. Cold Snap level 1, K or Tombstone, probably the K. Dubu has the Arctic Burn. It's going to be crushing here. What does Mineski have? Got the Spin Juggernaut, maybe the cast from Witch, but I don't think they want to get into a level 1 fight. But MVP have moved up top rune, contesting here. Forev, trying there with a bear either.
The battle begins.
So 4F has Falling Blade and Stout Shield. He's looking to farm that camp, the camp that so I farm a lot of times a game. I can expect the Spirit Bear 4F to do really well in this lane. Chan's not gonna help the safe lane, so he's only dealing 2v1.
Should have a pretty good time. Very aggressive, or very forward ward here on the lane from Mineski, where the Lone Druid is. What's Rev doing right now? Waiting for this camp, he's gonna farm it straight away. Straight in there with the camp farming. Now, what we see from Admiral Bulldog and a lot of other Lone Druid players, it's the majority of the time this is on the Radiant side. You know, they send their bear up into the spots between tier 1 and tier 2. And they sort of double the wave up, they drag it back, they pull it across, and they get that 2 waves of experience coming. That difficult to do on the dire side? Or is that just something Forev prefers to farm the jungle?
Well, I think Forev just prefers to farm it, but like, I think the way Admiral Bulldog and other Europeans do it is better. I think Forev's play can be kind of just like, just Bash is doing right now.
Wall blocks Forev. Where are you going? Heading back into jungle, it looks like. Lane though, does the EMP call that onto the OD? I don't think this is enough to finish off as the time comes in with the ice shards. Punches, QO. Stuck here, the body block decent. Jesse Bash with the cask as well, gonna get thrown out, and oh, the Invoker, he's stuck on the low ground. There's 4 heroes mid here from Mineski. This tornado not gonna be enough to save him.
First blood.
Down by the Chen. Jules get first blood in this game. Mineski do commit quite heavily for that, but that's pretty worth it. Dubu, where do you head off to? Seconds until Arctic Burn is back up, but this Outworld Devourer got his bottle and a bounty rune now taken up by him. Jesse Vash is a haste actually. Cross maybe to try and see where the Lone Druid is around, or is he going to go for the... No, he's not going for the courier snipe.
When he has 11 CS and 69 when Invoker has 6 and 2, I don't think, I think it was like help from the Chen and stuff like that, Woody can actually completely stomp the... like this, like he can just go walk up to his face and like use Q once or twice and Invoker's gonna have no damage. Already, Devourer has 50 more damage compared to the Invoker already.
75 compared to what, 50, oh, 52. Keeps getting dropped lower and lower, and there's another one. Oh, QO, 50 base damage. How are you going to get last hits here? I have to pre-hit the creeps and drag the wave back a little bit. There's a salve for him. Gone Forev has hit level 2 now, and he's walked across, he's realised, ah, oh, crap, the camp is blocked. Play from the Witch Doctor there. Lone Druid didn't actually see this empty place. The Witch Doctor come in and block the camp with his actual body, so he thought, oh, okay, well, the Witch Doctor did that, it's kind of annoying. The sentry place there is going to ensure that there's no camp available for them. Gyro doing up at top. 25 and 9. Gripping the Juggernaut just a little bit. QQ down the bottom lane. Gonna continue free farming, but the thing is the supports for me. You know, Witch Doctor and Chen, they have full control of this Radiant jungle. Taking creeps, they're stacking, they're pulling. A lot of levels and a decent amount of gold out of this.
This looks like a problem. Forbes has completely abandoned the offlane. I don't think he should be doing that. I think he can... I'm not a bear player, but like from seeing what Bulldog does and a lot of other bears that I see in the offlane, I think he can stay in the offlane and get a lot of levels, but completely useless lane. I'm not sure if this is the right play.
Creeps back a little bit there. Does come in from Mineski. Creeps, they've got a decent army, and Forev actually stunned up by the cast. No secondary bounce, but trying to force him back so they can take out this wave behind the tower. Now the big question is, where does this creep wave go? Does it go south onto the tier 1 or does it go north onto the tier 2? It looks like Bear's actually dragged off some of the aggro. Tier 1. Gonna take sustained damage, and they've got the catapult wave come in. This tier 1 is not gonna last very long. Forev, you know, kind of good and bad for the Lone Druid. Be able to drag the lane back towards the tier 2 where he's a hell of a lot safer. But it's still a lot of gold going the way of these supports. You know, Chen now sitting at 700 gold, Witch Doctor with 500, Juggernaut with phase boots and 700 gold. They're starting to look pretty nasty, and even a TP coming in from the Undying. That's what I was wondering when the Undying was picked. Do you run a dual off lane with Lone Druid? Surge.
Like, Lone Druid is like not really aggressive hero, so I don't think he synergizes really well at all with Undying Eve. They both go through offlane. I was somewhat thinking to put the Lone Druid 1v1 against Tuskar, because I think Lone Druid crushes that lane, and Gyrocopter plus Undying in going to the bottom lane is gonna make is much stronger than the Juggernaut and Witch Doctor, and it's gonna force Chen to take bottom, so maybe Winter Wyvern and Invoker 2 mid can win against OD at top. OD is going top to make a kill.
Gyro, looks like he caught. The 4-second disable is going to buy just enough time here for Rio to salve up and come back in, but the Ice Shards and Snowball caught the Gyro, and that's an easy kill with the Arcane Orb. To level 3 already. Raging Potato on this OD. Zubu couldn't do anything there. Cold Embrace the Gyro, he's dead anyway. Good amount of gold, that's 220 gold for the OD. What's he actually building into? He's got Tread's Bottle. Think about item build.
Well, I've seen a lot of item builds. Like one that I actually like the most is just a Django. Like even only just the power trait doesn't give him OD enough attack speed. So I like the item, and the movement speed is actually good because he wants to move fast and get a lot of hits off. Or I've seen people just go for Force Up or Dragon Lance. I think that those are decent, but another weird item build that I've seen in my pub game was the Veil first item, and then I haven't tried it yet, but it actually really looks good. Especially if you have another magic hero on your team.
So drums into like 4 staff or Rod of Atos or Staff of Wizardry. Be that Rod of Atos just to slow people down. Now, if you get it, get it this early on. No BKBs or anything to try and stop that Dubu. Oh man, you are so screwed. Oh, you're low HP already. That's just an easy PP away. MP. Oh, he doesn't. He's got cooldown. Seconds. He's hiding. Just hide. Just wait.
The new map.
Stay in the trees. Stay in the trees. Oh, Chen doesn't go down. Mineski's still going to pressure into the tier 1 up at top though. The MP, he's not level. He would wish to be level 6 right now, so he could TP back to the tier 1, try and stop this push in. Mineski, they're just getting pressured from every single lane.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Dire really needs level 6 or they don't have a team fight.
Without that cooldown, will he get it actually? No, there's no creep wave here. He's not going to get level 6, but the rest of MVP, they're coming in. Okay, he's got Tornado and Cold Tap ready. This Chen creep's creating a barrier so the Gyrocopter can't come forward, but there's the Tornado to start things off, but the Yeti's thrown out as well. And it looks like Duo, Snowball saves them, the cast is bouncing, they're going to kill off the Gyrocopter. No, the heal! The Soul Rip from Undying as they turn back onto the Chen. TP out from Real, there's nothing to stun him, but there is enough damage. MVP clear up and save their tier 1 tower up at top. Available
this is actually
deny.
huge. Hey, at least stop Mineski's momentum and they can do some kind of play. At the same time, like Juggernaut was like busy fighting with one druid, and then Odi could have TP, but I guess the tower's kind of far away.
Dire's middle tower is
I think if they grouped up and push, like expecting MVP Phoenix to react when they were gonna take that tower, Mineski could have won that fight and then made the game much harder for MVP Phoenix.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
With the talk about Forever, he's very sort of passive, safe. Like, he's been super safe this game.
Radiant structures
Played
are fortified.
very, very passively in the jungle, farming away. He's gonna have a 10-minute Midas.
Radiant's top
Actually, no,
tower
he's got a 9-minute Midas. He's got enough gold for it right now if he wants it. Good timing.
The Bear's walking back to grab it up.
Not that bad. He hasn't died yet, obviously, is a great bonus to them. And they took the tier 1 tower up the top. That's what gave him a little... Well... that tower being taken. So yeah, 9.5-minute Midas for him. Okay, what are we looking at? Phase boots. Fully into the urn, yep. And then we'll see where he heads. You mentioned yesterday, or the other day, that he likes drums if he's behind, go for orchid if he's ahead to just pull down and find those kills. Where he heads into. Right now, Mineski, they're still the aggressors. They're still the team. Chen, yet to get mech, but he does have Arcane plus headdress, and with the Omni Slash up, full one. They're thinking about taking the bounty rune, but just in case MVP have any wards, they want to go and kill the lone druid first. From the west and around the corner they come. They've got the Savage Roar, but it's not time. The ensnare is there from that Troll Warlord, and the Omni Slash damages him down. Brings the lone druid to his grave, and look at that hero model sink into the ground. Down it goes.
Doesn't Odi do really well against Bear? Yeah. His Arcane Orb kind of melts the Bear, right?
Yeah, that pure damage should just spread the Bear, I think.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And like the slow from the Atos is gonna make the Bear be in one place, and a lot of damage can be done to it. But I can see like the Undru doing a lot as well. Like if he gets Radiance in the good timing, and since it's just 9-minute Midas, I think the time is on MVP's favor.
Especially if they go for a move like this in both these spots. The Witch Doctor, the cast is thrown already. It's going to bounce between the two of them. Back onto the creeps though as the Witch Doctor drops. OD wants to continue fighting, but he doesn't have his Atos yet. He's about to hold short. MVP smoke in. the enemy jungle, get a kill on the Witch Doctor, and they just run the hell away. Buy a little more time though for Rev to fire, like you said. That Radiance goal. Down these jungle camps, one by one, time after time.
I think it'll be really great for Mineski to smoke into the Dire jungle when they get the Roll of Atos, and can see them taking a kill, and after that they can straight go for Roshan. Woody's like one of the best heroes to take down the Roshan because the armor from the Roshan doesn't do anything.
He just really need the level 6 on the Winter Wyvern at this point. So close yet so far. There's no creeps anywhere near. With that Winter's Curse, you know, that could be the ability to really help them. But they'll get it off this wave. Looking out for the bear. 100 gold, Juggernaut. Saving up a lot of money here, Mark. Oh, on mid. Rod of Atos is there for the OD. Range on that is, you know, surprisingly long, so you've got to be so careful as MVP not getting caught out by the Rod of Atos cripple.
Just going to rush without the pickup, and I don't think MVP can really fight into this unless they get a really good free tornado where he burns all the Juggernaut's mana and spin away. So see how this fight goes. This is really important. MVP's Phoenix is thinking of fighting
From top and actually running themselves down here. If QO could get in with a big DMP tornado, the Snowball's going to try and save them from the mana burn, and now QO's turned on, but the cooldown will land on their heads. No, it's still level 6 yet. They don't have the ulti. Gyro's gone down and out, and so will the Tombstone. The heal on sustain. That's too great from Mineski. QO did survive, but I thought Jubu was level 6. Oh wait, Forev went back in. I didn't even realize that the rest of the team is running away. They've even got the Snowball, they've got vision up on the high ground. Jubu's caught with the two of them. OD comes in, slams him down. Tornado too short and too late.
Jubu was 24 experience away from the level 6.
I really thought he'd get it from that mid wave when it was in. Oh man.
That would have been so different if they had one Winter's Curse. They could have killed like OD or like anyone. Much better.
10 mech. Now with Aegis up on this OD, he's heading into what looks like a full staff. Rod of Atos, I'm guessing. I mean, it could be a number of things, you know, there's no real guaranteed item build on an OD. But against heroes like Gyrocopter, against Lone Druid, a fourth. Rio's caught. Nothing to snarl onto, but there's no cold snap here for another couple of seconds, and the OD just astrals him up light. Good time to Ghost Walk. Run and hide. Feel here, so to send the Tusk back to base, regen up. The thing is, Mineski has so much money between them. Juggernaut has 4,000 gold.
He's just trying to one-shot by the Battle Fury.
Like, why not buy it? Like, you can't buy the Claymore from the side shop, though.
I don't know what he's doing.
Buy the parts. Savage Draw's good. Sends them back. Okay, right. Let's try and theory craft this. What could he possibly be saving for? Oh, there we go. He does.
Just one shot by. The chicken is flying already, and it's not getting. Chicken's going back for it. Max completed on the check.
That bear. Look at that bear just crushed by the OD Arcane Orb. Tier 2 up at top with no problems whatsoever, really. Big trouble is, you know, Gyrocopter, he's meant to early mid-game, incredibly strong kind of, you know, farming, pushing, fighting hero with a cooldown, flat cannon, and his entire skill set. But against an OD, he needs to rush BKB. He desperately needs that BKB up so he can fight.
Wow, OD is incredibly fun. He has 4 staff and Lord of Ados and everything. Just like we saw how we saw the bear melting, I think that's how it's gonna be. Like, I think Laundry is like these like radius and kind of evasion items to deal with him. Like even the Assault Cuirass is not gonna do much.
Duo is so afraid. He's back for the drums, it looks like, but this Invoker is really scared of this OD at this point. Wondering who they've got. the combo they've got, maybe. The Winter's Curse cooldown. A bit more damage on his gyrocopter if you get... Oh wait, Gyro's still going for the S and Y.
Yeah, I think that like even though like they need BKB to fight, I don't think they can still win the fight even with the BKB. So like he's going for Senjin Yasha to look for more of the late game. They're planning to defend the high ground. Oh, Dubu.
Fine. No, he's not. No, he's not. Oh my goodness. Oh,
and then he is back to full HP.
Is under attack.
Now the bear is dead as well. But the Arcane Orb, look at the bed, doesn't last 5 seconds. The damage from this Outworld Devourer. Oh my goodness. Rio has some blink, they're going to TP up the top. The cooldown is thrown, but they've got the trap, they've got the ensnare. The Sentinels are trying to get him from the side. Another trap is needed here for the Gyro, but it's going to be the Tombstone and the Undying. Will be the targets of choice here. Bebby does have a TP, but with a snowball forward, they'll just bring everybody in. Dying gives his life to the Gyrocopter and for the greater good. OD is farming their Ancient.
Stuck there.
Oh.
They're pinging him out, they know he's there.
TP in, kill him.
Radiant's
He
bottom
doesn't have a massive streak, but he is top of net worth. TP. More snap in 5 seconds time. The Astral might buy enough here. Curse isn't going to do anything. They're just going to try and cut off the exit. Get into the pit. Oh, he forces into the pit. The Gyro is ready. So this Aegis
Just
will...
to kill him twice.
There's no one here from Mineski to save him. He's dead twice, for sure. Even the cooldown thrown just to make damn certain that they kill this OD. He's just buying time. He knows he's dead. But lasts as long as he possibly can. Another EMP tornado. Oh, hang on a second. Good cut off there. Gyrocopter comes back in with a rocket barrage. Is the OD actually dead with the Rod of Atos? He slows the Gyro down. He's gonna escape. Oh man.
It was good prediction from MP to stay on the high ground to wait for him to full step up, but he actually didn't have much mana to kill him.
And in
Oh,
the
he's going for the
meantime,
Senj and BKB build.
tank up as much as you can.
Yeah.
Gyro, I mean, Juggernaut did manage to take the player 2 up top lane though with the help of Chen. Goals. Chen, he's heading into his Aghanim Scepter relatively quickly. If we just take a look now, actually, at hero levels. 13 and 12 on the OD and Jugger. Lone Druid has been kind of quiet the past couple of minutes. He's got his Relic. That's step one. That's step one. 19-minute Relic. He's got a gold saved up as well for the Radiance recipe. This level 11. We've got level 11 the Gyro. Just pick that up now. A little more behind their team fight potential, but we're yet to see a Winter's Curse, and this is a spell that we kind of thought that maybe throw it onto the Chen, throw it onto the Witch Doctor, make sure that they just get shredded before the fight really... Ubu hasn't had a chance to use it. Oh, the bear. Oh! Forever returns the bear just in time, or is it just in time? This OD, he's hungry, thirsty for blood. There, we'll try and turn back with Savage Roar and into the Entangle. First hit root there. Here just holding on to their base. Tier 3s. Mineski knocking on their front door. And Juggernaut, he's got healing ward in seconds, but it's a level 2 Omni Flash. That Battle Fury up that MVP have to be very wary of. They throw the Tombstone down and heal it up. Dado. The Witch Doctor. This doesn't really halt the push too much. Ah, maybe that does. Lunar Restoration is necessary here to keep the Witch Doctor alive, but Savage Roar just forcing him back again and again. Mineski, they're looking for that little opening.
For his 3k again, he's playing a bank game. He just wants to get a lot of money and not spend it.
Why? He's just gonna buy like Sanjin Yasha straight up, right? He's just waiting until he gets enough money for it.
I think Manta Star is a better item choice here. It's good against Undying Tombstone and get out of the roar. I mean, he can get out of the root.
That's
So
a good idea.
I'll go for Manta Star.
Cute. Spend your money, buddy. Evash, nothing big on him, just the Iron Arcanes. Still this Aghanim Scepter that I'm kind of waiting for. Get these Ancients up. Okay. MVP, timing, hit. Radiance up on the Lone Druid Bear. What can they do? They're actually moving his wall.
I think they actually kind of know they smoked. They had a ward here. they were kind of pinging where they were exactly at.
Yeah, the drawings on the map here, Mineski know that something's up. At least get a good ward down into the Radiant jungle, but the Lone Druid Bear is mid. Wondering if OD goes for that. Nice wrap around from mid tier 1. Jules very patient, hiding tower, and Roshan is just actually. Be a good opportunity. MVP to go and take Roche. Sure they do it fast enough. Push once it comes in from Mineski, just going to shred through the tier 3s at top.
I don't think they should go for it. They don't have enough damage. They're going to mid.
Okay. Damage is there, and they've got him. Winter's Curse even expended.
That doesn't work like that.
I'm not sure about that. I mean, they've killed off Jules. Fair enough. The Lone Druid will get the hit in with Spirit Bear. Buy some Gyro, but it's a Juggernaut. Oh, Omni Slash, where is it? They snowball on the forehead, drag him forward. Omni Slash is here, but Forehead tanks through it, but the Tombstone's down. QQ has to try and focus this. The Lone Druid Bear will give up his life to Deathward. Just throw it out for good measure. Get some more damage in there, but can Mineski chase? Ice Shard very well placed, but it doesn't block up the retreat. Maybe he'll just TP away. No, yes. Oh, wow, wow. Whoa. Had vision with a sigil and very nearly had the Astral. But Roshan's alive.
Did they check the Roche? It's free Roche if they check it.
Oh,
just
John, come on. Don't do this.
You were trying to go in.
Don't do this to me. Don't. No. Well.
So MVP Phoenix, if they have another 10 minutes of the time where Bear can farm, I think they can do something. And Gyro is almost got a BKB. He can buy the Mithril Hammer and just needs the recipe. But he's going for Senjin Yasha. I can force.
Oh,
Casual Ogre Club into Senjin Yasha.
I'm kind of confused with this. Kind of confused. Dying nearly has his max. Roshan's being attempted here by Mineski. All staff for QO is done actually. Out the opponents to him. To MVP, well, I guess MVP knows this is happening, or they know it could be happening. There's no way they can go in there and stop it. There is absolutely no.
They need to push top and bottom, and when they try to push the high ground, they just need to do what they did at the when they pushed before, like the Tombstone, and then just stall as much as possible. And the Winter Wild is actually one of the greatest heroes to deepen. Usually against Juggernaut, people have trouble killing his healing ward, but with Bear giving him more range, they can take down the wards, the healing ward.
Blast is amazing at shoving out creep waves as well. Now, Tusk. What a desolator. Got to pick up a Tusk. I mean, he can start looking to one-hit kill the Winter Wyvern. Very close to doing it. Guard snowball into the Walrus Punch. 70 HP with 3 armor is not an amazing amount to do, but
right now, like, they're so good against all 5 of their heroes. Just Booker is gonna have a problem with against it too. He only has 7 armor as well.
Go on that 4 staff button. Mineski, they're shoving mid again. The split push is real up at top with the Lone Druid Spirit Bear. Got QQ up at the front lines. Smash ready, S and Y. He just, I don't know, he's an alchemist or something. He just makes money out of nowhere. The Tornado Ink will catch a bunch of them, but the snowball save from Rio just perfectly on the money. OD views. Focusing down the Spirit Bear, it looks like, but with the cold, no, the cold embrace does, no, what? Cold embrace was going to kill him, but he astrals instead. Now they're going to chase down this invoker. The cold snap turns back around. Break chase to 4 snap, but not down the high ground. He's still up on top, he's dead. No Aegis on him. Give it a
committed.
Juggernaut. Thought he could 4 staff down, but he mistimed and misplaced his hero. Yeah. That's pretty big. MVP, unless they lose the Invoker QO. Oh no.
Bottom tower is under attack.
I've been always saying Jay and Kyo are like really similar type of players on how they play Dota. And it's just do one trade for one.
I'm gonna run in and I'm gonna annoy them, I'm gonna piss them off, and maybe I'll get a kill. That's like the ideology behind these two players. I'm just gonna go in and do whoa. P, time to run with the decimal down. The clash is bouncing. The Winter's Curse is gonna hold Jesse Bash, but it's way too late. MVP. They cross the river, but it's a bridge too far. As they lose 3 heroes, one after the other, and maybe even a Spirit Bear here. The Tombstone is dropped once more. But I think this Lone Druid Bear should be okay. No, the shards again. Rio with the Desolator is not going to be enough though, with a Savage Roar to turn them back in the return. But get away. Febby. Not going to be so lucky. Effect delivered, but it does die in the process. He tries to heal himself up, but damage output from the OD is just way too high.
Oh, I don't see them defending this. They still have ages on the Juggernaut. If they just slow siege and just attack buildings. And Cuckoo has a 5k again.
What? He's going to open a bank. Bank of Mineski right now. Duo loses about a 6 health there. Tornadoes are down though. Look at this nonsense.
Oh, so it's got an X.
Yeah, you're right. The kill off Rio over on the side, but Rax lift up. They're falling relatively quickly here. The Spirit Bear try and find this entanglement to QQ. There is a no spin at this moment in time. Can't stop, but here we go. Eclipse is dropped. The Death Ward placed as well. Tombstone is doing a great job at back. Omni Slash. Juggernaut. Back in base. He TP'd away. They'll get the 10 and the Witchwalker, maybe even the OD. He astros himself to get it out of the EMP. But he's got no force staff and no BKB. MVP have defended that high ground again. No racks taken. And Mineski. At this point, I've got to ask you, why don't they just give up Aegis on the Juggernaut?
I don't know. They shouldn't have sent him back. They should have turned right after he uses the Aegis. And first, OD dives in here and then don't get the racks, and then it's Rio after that. Come on, Rio. Yo, you're like the cute. You're not like cute or Jay.
Patient.
Yep.
So patient. Well, here's the BKB coming up for the Gyrocopter now, and honestly, I thought the game would be over by this time. I thought Mineski would have pushed 2 lanes of racks, but they've got Vlad's Radiance, 2,000 gold almost on the Lone Druid. Voker. I guess Aghanim Scepters go. 4 staff drums. Just go into your ags. Plus, do you have any suggestions for him?
The Invoker?
Yeah.
I don't think like the spell actually does too much this game, but they have like the Snowball and then everything like the Juggernaut Spin and Odyssey and bunch of stuff. But I think I'll actually go for Hex on the Invoker. They really need it against OD, I think.
That's a good shout. Add that extra bit of CC that can't be like that. Wyvern. Ooh. The Ether Lens. Range from Winter's Curse as well. Oh, basically. That won't increase the range on Arctic Burn. That's just...
That's strange, yeah. Oh, the Arctic Burn, the Q? I don't think it does anything to Q. It only does to WE and
It might increase the damage on Arctic Burn.
Yeah, I think it does.
It won't increase the range further, because that's like a part of your base attack range rather than being spell range. Yeah, Lone Druid, 2400 could go into like an AC those lines, and maybe start to look for the Basher or the MKV already, because Q has the Butterfly. We're already seeing difficulties for these cores and MVP to get into these good items. Pyro after BKB, you kind of got to go into the...
They have Butterfly done already, right?
Yeah, on Jugger.
But if you think the otherwise, like if Winter Wyvern uses the OT on the right target at the right timing, the Juggernaut's gonna kill anyone that gets Winter's Curse that's near him.
Crash still no Aghanim Scepter in sight. That's kind of sad, when your team has been crushing for good minutes and you had a 14,000 net worth lead, slipping away from them. Though, don't have any components for Aghanim Scepter on the Witch Doctor. I guess he's buying all the wards and all of getting like full farm priority to get into his items. Point would just demolish MVP. sense to it.
The axe on the Chen, but like, how come he doesn't have any ancient creeps yet? The pause kind of made me confused. He just revived from the game.
Did he have an ancient creep when they were pushing mid?
No, I think he just got the axe before they went to the high ground.
Okay. Look at the frenzy lizard. Attack speed to die camp. Oh, there we go. That's what you want. Ancient granite golem. Like granite golem and the black dragons. Like black dragons best. Granite golem maybe better for high ground pushing, sieging both with HP. Very strong. They caught the spirit bear here. They're all best skill in the game.
Oh, the bear is so slow. But he's got the blink.
The
return.
funniest thing is the animation. You know, he's still running, but he's not moving anywhere. Moving his legs as though he's running around. Oh, there we go. Do they have glyph? MVP do not have glyph for these racks. Do see Hero finally take a point on Exalt, but the tornado just capturing the Witch Doctor, nothing else. Been down to the range racks, but Bebby with a good positioning on the tombstone once more, forcing back Mineski. Down this. Or the short. Or BKB, the EMP thrown out by QO, just trying to focus down the bear, but there's the entangling root. No people after left one, but the damage from extending the clip isn't enough. They're fighting through this with the Witness Curse back on Jesse Bass. Look at the damage! Oh. Nearly killing him off there, but Raging Potatoes on Buzz Wonder falls. The gyro, good tornado, catches the tusk, and then it's going to turn and fight. Mineski falling at every hurdle. They take the range racks at long last, but the chase is still on. They're not going to catch the Witch Doctor, but maybe they can get the Chen. There's QO, got him in his sights. Keep on running, keep on running. You can't hide from me. Jules, where are you gonna go? Force staff into EMP cold snap, and this should get dead 10. Even with the hand of God.
So what's the worst difference now?
It's like 4K. They've lost a 10,000 net worth difference over the past like 6 minutes.
Oh. Whoever gets the next Roshan is probably the one that's gonna win this game, is how I feel.
Yeah, that's the way it's looking.
And like the Jesse, the Cuckoo couldn't even get more than 2 hits off on the Witch Doctor because of the slows he was getting, but Witch Doctor was melting so fast too.
Radiant structures are
What could
fortified.
Mineski have done differently over the past 6 or 7 minutes in the lane of racks? Like, has it just been great defense by MVP, or have Mineski made some slip-ups?
I think definitely a lot of mistakes from the Mineski side. When they had the Aegis on the Juggernaut, like the OD could have just stayed at the back and then let him hit the racks, spin, hit the racks, go back a bit, heal up, go back, and then wait for the tombstone to go down, and then go back to the high ground and rinse and repeat. But they just wanted to fight into the tombstone, not give much respect to enemy spells. I mean, I can see them, like, their idea, like, they may be thinking, we can still win the team fight, even though they have tombstone up and stuff like that. But there's no need to risk it, and it was just patient play from the Mineski. They just need to be patient, and they could the Rex easily.
Cases of we're strong right now, we're winning, we're leading, not respecting Winter's Curse and Tombstone. Even a Splinter Blast, like what is it, 7-second cooldown for a pretty massive 340 AoE nuke damage out from the Wind Wyvern. You cannot underestimate that. Got a full AC for Forever. This Lone Druid Bear is getting scary now. He's getting scary. Start heading into
most
like
farms here on the MVP.
Start heading into like Monkey Bar or something to deal with this Juggernaut. Oh, whoa, QO. That's not your base. Going on a little recon mission, running through Radiant Secret Shop, just see what's going on. But now we do have a Black Dragon up for Jules.
And Roshan is up.
Go. I'll have to center our cameras around the Roche pit because that's where the action's going to happen. Glyph is probably back up MVP. Yep, they've got the Glyph again. Most likely going to be Mineski just heading into the Roche.
Radiant's bottom tower
Warding
is under attack.
Oh, he's doing. That's what he was doing.
Radiant's
Going on
bottom
the dewarding
tower
mission.
has fallen.
This guy's straight going to the Roche pit.
Be ready though. Oh, Force Staff, nice play on the bear, but Savage Roar is there. cast bouncing between them with the Astral Imprisonment and Ice Shards. Maybe they can kill Spirit Man, maybe they can kill Kiev, but they're definitely back. The call down. Winter's Curse only captures the OD. That's a good single target for lockdown onto the OD. MVP is time to back up and run a little bit, but the only slash comes through. QO, he's got no escape. The hits and crits from QQ will bring him down, and over on the side, Dubu is up on the high ground, taken out by the One Punch Man. And Juggernaut cleans up Febby on the side.
But there was such an unlucky Omni Slash. Like, honestly, the other heroes too, like, just honestly Invoker. And then he was so close to the side of Vice as well. She's cheese version as well.
Aegis and cheese, Aegis and cheese. They get Moon Shards for the OD. Top of Aegis and a D for QQ. Doesn't have the Omni Slash, but there should be enough damage just to push down onto Rax at mid, even with a good available. I mean, MVP there, you know, it's just one of those panic moments where they threw down Winter's Curse, threw down Call Down. They were well-placed spells, but it's just like, we've got to do something now. We have to react to what Mineski is doing. For once, Radiant Potato's aggressive play forward worked out. He ran into the middle of 4 of them, and they all just
Dire's middle barracks is fallen. Dire's structures are fortified.
I think the Winter's Curse is like really double-edged spell right now. Oh, they're just going straight for the Winter's Wife. This is so... Oh.
But they do get the entangling roots on the Red Chaser, but Febby getting demolished by this Outlaw Devourer. Rio maybe he's going to drop it. Snowball just in time to keep him alive a little bit longer. Buy a bit of space here for the OD to get away. Rio's not even going to die yet. QQ entangled on 4F. Look at the right attack with the cast bouncing between them all. And 4F down. Secondary life of the OD will pop. MKB for the gyro is completed. It's all in time. They've lost 2 lanes of Rax here. Sure what MVP can do to catch and chase though. The Witch Doctor is a good target, but if QQ comes in and 3 hits down the Invoker, there's not much hope left for MVP. You can buy back.
Oh, Omni Slash is back.
Oh, MP, I'm so sorry. No buyback on the Gyrocopter, and QO's going to try and take down. But look at this damage. Look at the hits from this Juggernaut.
He has AK again.
Oh, what a surprise. Oh, what a surprise. Can't even kill him off. He's got cheese. He still has cheese. Back and forth game. Fight recap. Let's see what the damage is.
Under attack.
2,500 swing there as a couple of buybacks come out of MVP. Starting to look good for them. If you hit the net worth graph button, if you just bring that up, it's like Mineski winning, then a sudden MVP holding their base, keeping themselves in the game. And then this one move around the Roche pit, kill after kill, finishing mid racks, taking top racks. They've taken themselves back up to where they were. There's like a 10k swing and then a 10k swing back again. Blade, that's what he does. Full Abyssal Blade for QQ.
Butterfly, and that's gonna do so much damage. But
how far is QO? Very close now. Got it. Okay. It's the fact you don't have buyback. You're going all in at this point. Just try and get as items that are game changing. Can.
So no Aegis. Maybe they can defend the high ground once or twice and wait for the next rotation and see what happens. The really slight chance for the MVP fix side though. This is gonna do a lot of damage. Like the Gyrocopter is not gonna be able to do anything.
Can't believe this Moonshard. You're saying Odie doesn't have great attack speed, but with the Moonshard, he's just right-clicking like an absolute monster.
Actually, that's the standard build. I've seen a lot of people do it that way. After they get certain items, they just get the Moonshard for the attack speed because yeah, you lack. And then after that, he can eat the Moonshard and get like a Hex or any type of
extra item. Something like that. Yeah, he's not going to do a hell of a lot. As BKB, well, it's kind of forced out here. But cleaning up the Spirit Bear is not a massive issue.
Oh, that's what it is.
It's good, it's good, it's great! It's amazing! The Winter's Curse takes down the OG, and now they're going to try and turn and run. This Tombstone is slowing the ball down. The guy's still there to keep the Hex. Invoker from the high ground catches the Juggernaut. He's gone as well. The only slash, no, not in time. He turns to cast it. I even saw the highlight of the spell icon. But Mineski, okay. MVP still in it.
what Winter Wyvern needed to do from the beginning. He just needs to ulti the whatever is next to the Juggernaut and like, kill the one guy at the beginning. Even the tanky hero, like I guess Udi is the second tankiest hero in the game, from the Mineski side, and still it even melts. And now Cuckoo, like after experiencing, he needs to be like, oh, I need to be really careful and then stay away from my team.
Our MVP, so bold as to put a tier 2 across the river.
Radiant's
This is the
middle
first time
tower
in like
is under
15
attack.
minutes that their team has crossed the river. We've seen Kyo like running around dewarding and stuff.
It is really important to take down all these outer towers. So, later in the game, like when you actually win a team fight and then you push the racks, you can get a double racks. But if
Radiant structures
those towers are up, they
fortified.
can be happy with only one
Radiant's
tower,
middle tower
only one
is
side of
under
racks. That's usually not enough.
Radiant's middle
Left.
tower has fallen.
It's forced there, so this is Mineski without a glyph, but I don't think MVP, like, not only are they not strong enough, but I don't think they have the morale to really go push high ground. I think we can outplay them, we can get this, move up at the high ground. Definitely not the safest to play. Maybe the kill off of Jesse Vash down at bot. He's hiding in the trees. Forev doesn't know he's there. We actually have there's BOTs on the lone druid actually.
Just split push as much as possible. Lose got 3k.
If he wanted Blink, he could have got it by now. Is this going to be Refresher?
I think actually it's hard to use, but Lotus can be really good on that hero right now to mirror the Juggernaut, and if he does that, like one of the game-winning move. He's got the Perseverance, so he's either the Lotus or the Refresher, like you said, have a Blink dagger at least.
There he goes for. I guess like Cask is going to be annoying if they bounce that back. Juggernaut ulti is the big one. Snowball is pretty damn good as well. There's no Hex, right? The OD went for guard. Guard delivered. Get into saving for buyback at this case. Once it gets to that point where he has enough money for his item, whatever it may be.
I think it will be Refresher.
Kinda like
Like,
Refresher.
Yeah. Seeing the power of what his ulti can do, like what he did at the bottom tower defending their base.
Even if the first ulti is just to buy time, then you're creating space for the second ulti to be that much powerful. Struggling that much dealing with these two. Not, no Spirit Bear's dealing with them nicely up at top. How do you feel about like an Aghanim Scepter on Forever at one point?
Well, it's definitely an item that he should get when he gets more items, but right now I don't think his bear is strong enough. He needs like Basher at least to counter the D. I don't think he can deal with the because of the butterfly. He needs like MKB and both Basher and Abyssal and everything. It's a lot of gold that he.
See that move up at top?
Oh yeah, I did.
It was like split seconds. Split second, the OD stabs forward and is trying to go for the Astral so he can't return. In that moment when OD lifted up his arms to Astral, it's like, nope, back we come. Fine, buddy, back to safety. Smoke from MVP here though, they're up on the high ground, I think the Ice Shards, oh, they know they're there. Rev gets scattered out,
Radiant's
but
bottom tower is under
able to
attack.
retreat. He's got Blink, and he's got Abyssal. Don't just throw her out, the warning Tornado EMP is, oh, Raging Potato, that's a... Go, force stab, up onto the high ground, and forcing the hit here with the Savage Roar forcing the back, here comes Jump through onto two. Forever and Febby getting critted down, but it's not enough damage. Jules is getting righted by Gyro. MVP are doing it, they're killing them, but Febby, oh, the damage from Febby's Eclipse is too much from Raging Potato, and now MP stuck in the charge with the Death Ward down. Gyrocopter drops, and the Lone Druid tries back to try and defend his base. The Juggernaut finally gets to solo down a target.
Oh, the fight was going so well for them. What happened? They used the Winter's Curse on the wrong target. I haven't it's on the cooldown, but it didn't look impactful at all.
I didn't see it. All I know is that Sanity's Eclipse was like the turning point where Lone Druid and Undying, they got hit down pretty hard by the Omni Flash. Sandy's Eclipse was just like, no, you cannot return into the fight, you can't heal up, you can't get back in and do any damage. Now Mineski looking for the Megas.
So some Spirit Bear is on cooldown for another 40 seconds.
And go the Chen creeps. In goes the army, the zoo. To hit down the racks. Gonna be enough. P definitely on the back foot now. Someone down. Maybe someone will come down to this bot lane.
They're getting another Russian.
That might just be game ending. Aegis and Cheese up again.
An article of faith.
I guess Tusk should take the cheap. Tusk.
Tusk even buying? Is that gonna be a Lotus Orb for him?
Yeah, Lotus Orb is good item against Winter's Wyvern, at least.
Lotus or Lincoln's, I guess. Like, Lotus is gonna be here a little bit faster.
Sharp buff for the Juggernaut.
He's got enough money.
Really 6-started.
Now to swap out the phase for boot travel. There's Lotus Orb. It was coming in on the courier for the Tusk. Dude just finishes off the melee rack with ease. EKB here, ready to play those 4 stabs up aggressively. Was that the Invoker that did it? It's like it was just ready to go. And angles up, pull down, they'll be able to bring him down the initial time. Astral. Brought him back.
The Omni Slash.
Juggernaut climbs pure on the back. Snowball forward, the shards are here, and the OD's back alive. The big angry beast, the Saboteur is good, but it's not good enough. GG is called as there's no buybacks available here for MVP. Mineski, I feel this was a little bit of an outdraft. That OD pick, very, very strong.
But I still believe MVP could have done like better. I think they made like big mistakes in how they wanted to the lanings. The Four could have disrupted like the bottom lane so much more, so like he can get more for himself and at the same time